And shifting focus to the Democratic Republic of Congo, a military court has sentenced the former President Joseph Kabila to death in absentia for treason. Kabila, who was neither present nor represented at the trial in the capital of Kinshasa, was found guilty of collaborating with the anti-government M23 rebels, the group that has seized large areas of the mineral-rich eastern Congo and is allegedly backed by neighboring Rwanda.
It is therefore clear that the defendant Joseph Kabila maintained and continues to maintain intelligence links with Rwanda, a foreign power hostile to the DR Congo, and that together with Corneille Nangaa and other members of the AFCM-23 coalition, he planned to overthrow the constitutional regime in power by force of arms.
Kabila was found guilty of multiple crimes, including intentional homicide, rape, torture, treason, organizing an insurrectionist movement, and conspiracy. He was also ordered to pay around $50 billion in various damages to the state and to victims.
All the offences with which the defendant was charged are declared proven, and for this reason he has been sentenced to all the penalties I have just mentioned. But as the military judicial code requires that the most severe penalty be imposed, he has then been sentenced to death.
Kabila spent almost 2 decades in power and only stepped down after deadly protests against him. He went into a self-imposed exile in 2023, but he briefly reappeared in the eastern city of Goma in May, after rebels had seized the mineral-rich city. During this visit, Kabila met with local religious leaders in the presence of an M23 spokesman. President Felix Tshisekedi has called Kabila the brain behind the armed group, while Kabila has described Tshisekedi's government as a dictatorship, vowing to do what he can to bring it to an end. Observers say the death sentence may be intended to prevent Kabila from uniting opposition forces within the country. This despite his current whereabouts remaining unknown. His parliamentary immunity as a senator for life was lifted at the end of May. That allowed the trial to proceed. And this comes as tensions in the eastern DRC persist. The region has been plagued by decades of violence, primarily led by M23 rebels. The group now controls large parts of North Kivu and South Kivu provinces. Rwanda denies providing military support to the M23, but UN experts say that the Rwandan army played a critical role in the group's offensive. A peace agreement between the Congolese and Rwandan governments was signed in June in Washington. In July, a declaration of principle between the DRC and the M23 in favor of a permanent ceasefire was signed in Qatar. Now, despite these agreements, violence continues on the ground, with multiple reports of abuses against civilians, including executions, gang rapes, and kidnappings. The United Nations investigation last month found that all parties to the conflict may have committed war crimes and crimes against humanity. Kabila's trial highlights the deep political divisions and the ongoing instability in the eastern DRC, as international efforts for peace struggle to take hold amid the continued violence.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaijmo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.